And we're live.
And we are live. Yeah.
That transition worked out somehow.
Feels weird having just this black.
I know, I'm trying to... I don't know how Sig does it.
We're down one today, folks. Sig is staying at home.
Is it this?
So he could be... Oh, look at that.
Oh my god, I did it. Okay.
Look at that.
Sorry, everyone, especially the audio listeners.
Figuring it
Top
out.
Hat Jones here is taking over the computer
as
part.
we go
and,
along.
You know, not used to that.
Yeah,
All right, cool. Got it, though.
Our normal
Nice.
guy, Sig, is not here today.
Oh my gosh, can I get rid of that?
He is staying home due to family matters. So, not the TV show, actual family matters.
Both. Could be both.
Could be both, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, hello, good morning, and welcome, gamers. We are FPS Guides. Our goal is to bring the gaming community together with reviews, guides, news, and clutch plays. In addition, we talk about some juicy rumors, controversies, and random topics of discussion. Here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a whole lot of lame jokes. If you like what we do here, be sure to check us out at fpsguides.com and follow us on social media. We stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/fpsguides. For all you listeners out there, FPS Guides Podcast can now be found on Apple iTunes Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and Alexa. So go ahead and check those out. And if you are interested in becoming a part of the FPS Guides community, or perhaps even becoming a content creator, please hit us up at our website. We would love to hear from you. And if you don't know what the website is, it's fpsguides.com. It's not very difficult.
Very, very cut and dry.
Very cut and dry. Yeah, we're not super creative. But anyways, so
what have you been up to this week? This crazy week that's been
try turning on the lights.
Turning on the lights. Okay. Yeah, we should do that. All right, that's
That
probably
looks-
way better.
That looks righter.
That looks way better.
That looks very much righter. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been playing any games this week. I have played, because I got my desk in finally.
Nice, hell yeah.
So I actually have...
Game time, baby.
Because I moved, like, a week and a half ago, and then, mainly been dealing with getting all of these issues fixed with my house and stuff, but now I got my desk, and I played a little bit on it. I played the State of Decay 2, Juggernaut Edition, which has been like this huge free update they made to the game to fix it's just like to fix bugs, to make the narrative a little more compelling. They changed tutorial.
They changed story stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
The tutorial
Okay.
and stuff, because the
Not what I
tutorial
expected.
was kind of like part of the story, and so they made the tutorial completely different.
Okay.
Is this one of y'all's cups here?
I don't think so. Say hi, wave.
Hi.
No, I don't think so. Little cameo appearance.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been playing that. They added like some new weapons, added a whole new map, because you basically win the game, you can choose between 3 different maps. Now there's 4 maps.
not like a map that you come up and look at, like an area.
Yeah, I mean it's just like, that's like the whole world you have to get resources from or whatever. But like, it's like after you complete a certain map, and completing a map means basically like destroying all these plague hearts, which are like the nests for these zombies and stuff. Then you can like move on to a different one, stuff like that.
Okay, so there's how many maps were there to begin with?
There was 3, and
So
now
how many
there's
are there now?
there's 4. They
Okay,
added
so
a
just
whole new
one.
So
Okay.
this new one is kind of like more
That's
mountainous and stuff and foresty, and it's pretty cool. I like it. Just getting back into it, playing a little bit. I do have Doom Eternal downloaded, but
Nice.
I couldn't stay up to actually play it. I was tired. But I will be trying it out
We will have
tonight
some,
or this weekend, and
some
I do plan on
impressions.
streaming it when I actually do get into it.
Yeah, we do have some impressions actually, because I did play it last night, late as hell, freaking till like 3, and I was like, oh my god, this is
Very late.
I have to go to bed because I have an hour and a half long drive.
Was it fun? I mean,
Yeah, we can get into some of those impressions now. Actually, I actually have some gameplay as well. If I can actually figure out how to do this
yeah,
here.
throw it out there.
All right, let's see. I'm not sure how to do that. Oh, that's how you do it. All right, cool. Let me put it up on the screen here for your audio listeners. I'm sorry, you're not gonna see it, so
Okay.
sorry. So basically, it's
So they can see this.
yeah, pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure you guys can see this.
All right. Well, let us know if you can't see the screen. 'Cause
This is
we're talking
me.
about
This
the
isn't
screen.
like just a rando. Like this is my gameplay.
Right.
I'm not very good right now because I'm not used to the controls yet. This is the very opening of the game, so I'm really not used to the controls right now. However, it feels great. It feels fantastic. Like,
oh, yeah, it's super smooth.
it feels really, really good. You could push this game too. Like I have a 1070 and a i7 6700 on my PC, which is like, it's good. It's not the highest end, but it's good. And I was getting rock solid 60 frames at ultra settings at 1080. So like, I didn't dip once.
I heard that you can even like push the frame rate to like.
You
some-
can
it was,
push it to
crazy
1,000.
numbers. Like
You can push it to
1,000
1,000.
something,
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna
There's
see
like,
it.
I mean, there's no computer nowadays that can do that.
There's
but,
no monitor that can even show that. I think I don't even know if one exists.
But when the technology exists, people will be coming back and trying it out.
But so basically, what's going on now? You know, it's in a normal gameplay sequence. I start off with the combat shotgun, and then you find some mods later on. The verticality of this world is greatly increased. Like as you can see, I'm gonna jump down from a pretty high area here, and kind of just blow that guy in half. Dead. But the verticality is greatly increased. You really got to be moving much more than the last Doom game, which is a little bit different for me. I'm not super used to that. The mobility of the Doomslayer is vastly increased as well. Excuse me. You have a double jump starting out, which is nice. I haven't gotten the dash yet. That's how early I am in the game. I have not gotten the dash yet. But apparently you get 2 dashes as well. So you get 2 jumps and 2 dashes. So you should be freaking Sonic the Hedgehogging the air. Like you should be everywhere. You should not be on the ground that much. The guns that I got, the 2 were the combat shotgun that you start out with, and kind of a machine gun type of weapon that you get for the second one. And I did mess around with those. You gotta really know what your gun is for, as in like, okay, this enemy, like he's kind of light, he's weak, alright, I can blow him away in one blast, cool. Oh, this other big ass enemy, maybe switch to your other gun, get some more shots in. So it definitely wants you to kind of balance your weapons based on the enemies, which is cool, which is you know, keeps everything more interesting, I would say. I was running out of ammo a lot, which is a problem in this game. At this point, I didn't have the flamethrower or grenade launcher or anything. I do have the chainsaw though, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. Boom. But it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it so far. I've heard it's very long, actually. I've heard it's like 18-20 hours, like 15 to 20 hours, which is
that's what
substantial
I heard too.
for this type of game.
It's a decent sized campaign.
Yeah, and yeah, do you have any other questions about it? I mean, that's like the pretty top level overview there.
Yeah.
There's different weapon mods you could switch in and out, like based on the battle. So like on my combat shotgun, I have one that fires like a kind of like a frag grenade that does a bunch of splash damage, but then I can switch it out to be more of a machine gun shotgun, which is sick.
Okay. And so the weapon upgrades, are they gonna be like was that the screen that started out with, or was like, because you were at the screen where you picked a attachment for the shotgun?
So you find like weapon upgrade bots, I guess, if you want to call them, and when you go over to them, you have 2 options for each gun. So it's kind of like breaks off into 2 trees a little bit. So you can choose to invest in like that one tree,
okay,
as much as you want, or you can get both and switch on and off. I think at the beginning it does force you to get. There's an arachnotron right there I'm about to destroy. But I think in the beginning you get 2. You only have the first 2 to choose from, so you you just choose them naturally.
So you just swap back and forth between the.
What's the coolest execution
that you've
done so far? There's one later in the gameplay clip. I don't know if we'll get to it. I might just have it run in the background. I don't know. But where you take the chainsaw and you leg sweep them, and as they're falling, you cut them in half as they're falling. Sick, super sick. A lot of the chainsaw moves are sick, and you gotta balance it. When I got the grenade later, it's actually on your shoulder, kind of like Predator. So like, Yeah, there's the gun I'm about to get. I don't know why I kind of cut there. Maybe I died or something. I don't know.
It was like a cutscene.
Oh, okay. It probably didn't record that gameplay then. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm definitely gonna play more of it. I'm just messing around with this guy right now.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
Just
I remember
punching this guy in
from
the face.
the old Doom, or not the old Doom, the 2016 Doom, the type of execution that you would do, it would change depending on your position to the monster.
Yeah, that's still
Yeah.
there because you could tell like if
Like
I
you can like look at their leg and then you like slice their leg off. And
yeah
like,
yeah you can
hit
jump
their
above
head or
them and
something.
like stomp on them and crush their face. Yeah, it's super cool. I'd highly recommend playing this game with a mouse and keyboard. My God, because the amount of mobility options you have kind of out buttons your buttons on your controller.
Think
There's not a lot of options if you're just playing on a traditional gamepad like PlayStation or Xbox because
Mhm.
you're gonna need to dash or jump and you gotta take your thumb or whatever finger you're using off your movement. So
Right.
it's a little bit more difficult in that respect. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The enemy variety is pretty good so far. I'm only in the first 30, 60 minutes of the game and
Right.
I've killed like 5 different enemies already. So
Cool.
it's really cool.
I like it.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have it like
So I'm
run
gonna
in the
get into it
background.
tonight.
There's the
and then-
map.
Oh,
I
there's
haven't
the
really
map. Okay.
I haven't really messed with that too much. I was like, I'm recording gameplay. I want to get the good
like
like
off-
good stuff.
Like I'll find my way around.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Cool.
But yeah, so
looks
that's
very,
Doom
like,
Eternal.
It looks like there's a lot of
It looks good
options with
too.
the way where
like
you can
visually,
go
it
to.
looks very good.
Like there's not like it's not like super linear.
No, not as much as the first one. Yeah, this is another giant combat sequence that I get into. But I guess I'll just have this
I'm guessing
loop in
the
the
music
background
is like
until.
dope.
Oh my God, the music is. I was like I booted this game up at like 1:45 in the morning last night, and I was like, all right, I'm kind of tired. I'll only play like a little bit of it. As soon as I heard the music, and I was like, all right, let's
Yeah.
go, baby. Like
Yeah,
we gotta go,
yeah.
man. We gotta freaking kill some shit.
The music is still like super metal. It's the same composer as the last one.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Mick Gordon, dude's a genius.
It's awesome. One of the reviewers, I think it was ACG, said like the music is so metal sometimes that it would probably make satanic worshippers want to step outside for air. Like it's so heavy and just like blaring in your headphones and you're in it, man. It's awesome.
That's really cool.
Really, really cool.
I like it. So, I mean, out of the guns that you found so far, what's your favorite one?
Oh well, the combat shotgun.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's
I like
super
that it
cool.
even like has like a spinning barrel. You can do,
Yeah,
like,
that's a
automatic
weapon
shotgun.
mod that you can adjust.
Yeah.
You can climb too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like the Incredible Hulk, you literally Doom guy just takes his hand and just shoves it into a wall. It's like, okay, all right, man, like
Yeah,
whatever you want to
basically is
do.
the Hulk, yeah.
But the weird part is you have to hit a button. You got to hit the melee button to actually climb the wall.
So
So
you,
if you
like,
double jump
melee
to the
the
wall,
wall.
you have to actually hit the melee button to grab the wall.
Interesting.
So it's not like it just he starts automatically climbing. That's not it. Which, it's all right, but
So you
I feel
basically
like
just,
there's no real reason for that.
melee the wall. Okay.
I can't read what that says.
So
Sorry.
he says, did you just teabag that guy?
I mean, I could have. I'm not very good at the controls right now, so be
Unintentional teabagging.
be nice. It's not. I came from playing Neo before this, so a little bit of an
Unintentional
adjustment.
teabags. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, so that's Doom Eternal. Animal Crossing: New Horizons also came out today. We don't have any gameplay of that because we are really not interested in that game.
Oh, really?
We, as in me and John over here. There's a few other
Yeah.
guys in the group that are interested in it, but
I mean,
I'm not. So
got like a 91 on Metacritic or something like
yeah,
that.
I
right?
got a 91. Doom Eternal's sitting at an 88 right now, which is probably gonna go up.
Which is
I would
good.
say.
It's fair.
But
Especially for
it's
how
good,
like
man.
how linear the game, or not linear, but you know, it's not like a big multiplayer game or anything like that. So it's interesting that it still scores really well on its own.
Yeah, and there's no. I do want to try the multiplayer though. The multiplayer is battle mode, which is 2 demons versus 1 like fully kitted out Doomslayer.
Yeah.
Which sounds really cool, actually.
It does
That'd be
sound
really
cool.
cool in a group because you can stream 3 people at the same time. That'd be sick.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, maybe we'll
was
try
there
that.
other multiplayer options that you saw? or
I
was
did
it-
not see any other ones.
So it's just okay. Because I heard that they were getting rid of battle mode or whatever, or no,
Or
not, or get rid of
deathmatch,
deathmatch.
right? Yeah, they got rid of that. Yeah, it's really cool. Highly recommend it so far. I mean, I knew it was gonna be good. I knew Doom 2016 was good. I knew this one's gonna be good. So, yeah, pretty excited.
Fun. I'm playing it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that up as we talk about. I don't know. Do you want me to change into the other stuff? I'll just leave it up until
leave it
I
up,
guess we
yeah.
get tired. But yeah, I guess we should talk about the next news story.
Okay. So we have official specs from Xbox Series X and PS5. These are like fully official now.
These are full official. Xbox
Fully
came out, said
official.
here they are. PlayStation
This is all of them.
came out and said here they are.
So,
Man, let me tell you, watching the PS5 reveal event with Mark Cerny, who's the lead system architect of the PlayStation. Like, I mean, that's if you want anyone talking about the system, it's that guy. But man, it was dry, man. It was dull and dry. It was very technical. It was meant to be a GDC talk because GDC was canceled this week, so I understand that. But man, dude, it was hard to get through. But there's some very good information. So I actually have a chart here. I don't know if I can put this up on the screen. Actually, I'm not even gonna try script. Basically, I have a chart here from Digital Foundry. They so nice of them to make this comparison chart that I'm gonna read off of pretty much verbatim. So again, this is Digital Foundry. This is not like us doing stuff. That'd be cool if we got an exclusive though. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to start with the CPU. I'm going to go by part, and then I'll go by console to tell you the difference here. So CPU is going to be exactly what we've been telling you guys all this time. Going to be 8 cores. It's going to have 16 threads. Zen 2, which is AMD's not latest technology, but pretty close. And let's see, it's going to be clocked for the Xbox Series X at 3.8 gigahertz. That's pretty high. PS5 is going to be clocked at 3.5 gigahertz, also pretty high, but, you know, a little bit of a disparity there. That's all right. Then we got the GPU power, which everyone loves to clamor about. All those teraflop numbers, which one's more powerful, blah, blah, blah. Xbox Series X is more powerful. It's got 12.16 teraflops, which is a lot. PlayStation 5 has got 10.28, which is also a lot, but again, not as much, a little bit of a disparity there. The GPU architecture is the same, RDNA 2. That's AMD's new high-end, like super efficient architecture. I could get into that, but it's way too technical, so I'm not going to. Don't want to bore you guys already. 16 gigs of GDDR6 memory. That's the fastest type of memory out there right now that isn't overly expensive. So I think they went with this because it's relatively cost-effective and the speed is very good.
They both went with the same one.
Yeah, the same memory. So the memory bandwidth, however, is a little bit different. PlayStation's got 448 gigs a second, which is a lot. Xbox, is this right? Yeah. Xbox has 10 of those 16 at 560, while the other 6 gigabytes of that 16 is at 336. Still fast. I'm not quite sure why they want to split that memory up. I'm sure there's a really good technical reason to do it, but I cannot tell you. Then the next thing we got here is the internal storage, which is the biggest thing that Sony was harping on a lot. Man, like 30 minutes of this 52-minute presentation was about the damn SSD. So it's going to be a custom SSD at 825 gigs, which is very weird. Have you ever seen it?
That's a strange number.
Yeah, I've never seen
That's a weird number.
that before.
Like I've seen 750.
I've
seen
seen
500, but 825.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
Very weird.
And that's going to be on the PlayStation side, and the Xbox is going to have a 1 terabyte SSD. However, the biggest difference is going to be the I/O throughput, which means how much data it can actually transfer to the other parts of the system. So PlayStation's sitting at 5.5 gigabytes a second, which is absolutely disgusting. That is disgustingly fast. There's no PC part of internal storage that does that. It outpaces every PC storage medium you can get right now at this time, which is wild. Xbox, however, is sitting at 2.4 gigabytes, which is less than half of PS5, which is pretty crazy to me. I don't know why they would really have that much of a disparity there, but I guess the console manufacturers are focusing on different things. So we'll see about that. External storage, They all support USB drives, which is cool. You can do a hard disk drive or an SSD, that's fine. No problem there. 4K Blu-ray drive for both of them, hell yeah, this is good. And what else we got going on here? That's pretty much it. Backwards compatibility, sorry. Wow, look at that big-ass demon on the screen.
Where? Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's just walking around. Backwards compatibility for the PlayStation is going to be... No, I'm not going to kill it.
Why not?
It's going to be only PlayStation 4 games right now, and the top 100 most played PS4 games will be at launch, which I'm okay with that.
Only like, PS4 games?
Yeah. Yeah,
you think they're going to add like earlier PlayStation?
I think there has been many rumors about it, but I think it's too difficult. I just think it's too difficult.
I don't know.
Yeah, but Xbox, however, you can play every generation of Xbox.
Xbox is just like that, though. They're just like, yeah, play whatever, dude.
Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty cool.
You want to play Star Wars Battlefront 1? Go for it.
Go for it. We'll put some 4K visuals on there.
Care.
But yeah, so this is the official specs from each system, each console manufacturer. How important is like power to you compared to some of these other factors here?
What do you mean power?
So like when I say that the GPU is like 1.7-ish, like more teraflops, or what percentage is that? Let me see here. Let me do some quick math. It's about 15, in between 13 to 15% more powerful.
Right.
The Xbox and the PlayStation. How important is that to you compared to something that's like 50% faster on the SSD side? Like which factors of this do you think are the most important for this system?
What is the difference? Like what is I/O throughput? What does it do? Like
it basically brings the data from the SSD and sends it to the other parts of the system.
Okay.
So if it can do that disgustingly fast, which 5.5 is disgusting, that means the way Mark Cerny put it when he was presenting about this was that game worlds can be redesigned to where it doesn't slow you down. So remember when you were playing God of War and you had to like lift up a rock to get to the next area? That's an artificial slowdown because the hard drive can't bring the information to the other parts of the system fast enough.
I see.
So if you get rid of that,
so
the world can be redesigned.
It can really help with like loading times.
Yeah. Oh my God, loading times. They said they want it to be a second and no more, and they want you to be like if you die, just boom, right back into it, almost no loading. They want non-loading.
Prioritizing the different things because it's like PlayStation was just all in on short load times, and Xbox is going for like better visuals and frame rate is what it looks like.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they're prioritizing. So like, which one gets you more excited?
I guess the frame rate. I don't know. I generally with load times. I mean, I guess I might be a special case. Like, I've played a lot of games that have very long load times, and maybe I'm just used to it. I mean, like, I don't know if you've ever played, like, Skyrim or Fallout or something like that, but it loads, like, every time you enter or exit a building. It's like...
Ugh.
And it's like...
You would imagine that wasn't
like
there.
I mean, yeah, it's like... I guess I was just numb to it, you know? So, I mean, as it stands right now, I think the visual performance is a little prettier to me. But I think it would all just come down to what the price difference would end up being.
The going rumor is that it's going to be $400 for PS4 and $500 for Xbox.
Okay.
Which seems pretty normal to me.
Seems pretty believable. The Xbox One was $500.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it really depends on what you started with because backwards compatibility is such a big deal now.
Yeah.
That if you have a bunch of PS4 games, you're not going to go get an Xbox.
I think
it's not going to happen.
In the terms of like since I've had all the Xboxes and stuff, I mean, having the ability to have backwards compatibility for it's like for me, load times is eating time.
True, but I
like,
mean, man, there's some
Danny
long ass loading times
always
out there.
eats during while he's playing a game. He literally does never not eat while he's playing a game. Yeah, I think right now, the Series X is looking a little bit prettier in terms of just what it could do. You know, like I said, like the short load times is really cool, but I think it is kind of like I don't know, like a luxury or a feature.
Oh, and not
rather than something that
not like a true
I
leap.
think I think that's something that's really necessary for my gaming experience. You know, like for my gaming experience, what's more important is like fluidity, like and just nice visuals and stuff.
Okay. What about sound? Do you like really good sound?
Yeah, definitely. It's sound can totally make an experience. Like when I played Hunt Showdown, sound was crazy in that game. And
yeah, because Xbox, I know both of them are looking at ray tracing sound, which basically means like a better way to simulate sound.
Like a 3D sound.
Yeah, that's actually what Sony calls it, is 3D audio. So basically what they said was they want to localize and simulate all the sounds in the game.
They're like layering the sounds so that...
Yeah, so like say you have headphones on, right? And normally right now you hear a sound to your left and you're like, oh, it's to my left. Sony wants to make it so that, oh, it's to my left and it's to my left, and then if I turn maybe half a turn this way, it'll be right there. So
Okay.
like they want you to pretty much hear every sound and where it is
That's
in the
cool.
game world,
That's
which
cool.
sounds really cool to me.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that because like God of War had really good sound, and I was like, man, this, like when you hear it, you can almost feel it. Like you can feel the impact and force of something based on that sound.
It really does like hammer home the immersion aspect of it.
Yeah, and they want to do like different. There'll be 5 different profiles, which is this is so wild to me, dude. So basically, when Mark Cerny was talking about this, he was like, okay, we literally tested like thousands of people, and to get like a profile of sound to where it'll match most people. So you can, when you get the PS5, you'll put headphones on and be like, okay, select a profile to see which sound hits you the hardest or is best for you.
Okay.
So you can choose within those set profiles, and it'll be more immersive, I guess. It's very crazy.
That makes sense. I mean,
Very crazy.
People probably hear differently, so that makes sense. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So
I mean, which
Yeah.
one? I mean,
I'm gonna get the PlayStation for sure. I'm not gonna get an Xbox because really it's exclusives to me, man. Like I don't know if I could have gone this generation without playing like Bloodborne, Horizon, Spider-Man. Like I don't think I could have done it. So
I mean, that was my whole thing for getting a PlayStation was Bloodborne.
yeah, and I have a PC, so I can just play all the Xbox games on Game Pass. Like I don't have
For
an
the most part,
incentive
yeah.
to go get an Xbox. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if you have a PC and a PlayStation, you can pretty much play anything that comes to a console. Except for like Forza.
Switch games.
Except for like Forza and...
No, you can play Forza.
No, you can play on Forza on Game Pass.
Yeah,
can't you?
yeah.
It's
You can
true.
play anything pretty much.
Yeah.
Once you have those two.
There's just a couple... I think the only things that actually aren't on Game Pass are like... A lot of them are non-exclusive, so... Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the biggest news really of the week. You know, everyone's excited about
All right.
next gen systems.
This
and-
will probably be the last time we'll talk to you guys about specs.
Yeah, unless there's like an update that we don't know.
Unless they change something crazy. But when we figure out like actual concrete prices, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah, and plus like if they ever show like demos, it'll be like, oh, check out how fast this loads now, or check out these new visuals. Like we'll
Stuff like
update
that.
you on that as well. So that'll be exciting. I hope they do something cool. Like there's like a cool demo.
Yeah.
Cool game. that
Just
they
to like
demo.
show or something.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they use Last of Us 2 to
Oh my god.
demo it.
Yeah.
I mean, probably would. I mean, Naughty Dog's pretty excited about the PlayStation leaks. So,
That's true. That's true.
Um,
All right, so that's the headline really of today. Go out and buy Doom. Go out and buy Animal Crossing for your kids because it's a life sim and they can leave you alone for these weeks you're stuck at home.
or if you're a 20-something-year-old or you're a grown ass adult person, you know,
Also buy them.
also play Animal Crossing. You know, we don't judge. Just whatever you want to
Yeah,
play. man.
games are games. Everyone has their own
As long
taste.
as you just have fun, right? But yeah, we don't have a whole lot of news this week, to be honest. There's kind of been a slowdown in the world's
The
Yes, you-
world.
in case you haven't noticed with the whole virus running rampant and stuff. But we do have some things to talk about. So going into a little bit of the smaller priority news, this is actually pretty funny. I saw this on PC Gamer. It was like this thing from Reddit. It was basically people on Fallout 76, like players on Fallout 76, are like hoarding toilet paper rolls, like an in-game item.
What?
They're hoarding.
Are they expensive in game? Are they expensive?
No,
Oh,
they're
okay.
just like there's like a lot of like random miscellaneous junk crap items that you can scrap to get like a certain commodity. So like you can scrap toilet paper rolls to get like fibers or whatever.
Okay.
And then you can use fibers to make something else. This is like a bunch of crafting in it. And so players are like hoarding these toilet paper rolls in their camps, and they're having them all on display, or they're having them all like locked up, or have like sentry turrets like guarding them and stuff. And a lot of people are like posting pictures to like their Reddit of their like setups where they have all this toilet paper, and then people are actually going a step further. And then, because there's bartering in Fallout 76 now, you can barter with other players.
I did not
and
know that.
You can set prices and stuff, and so there players are bartering with other players and charging like ridiculous amounts for the toilet paper, like because the caps.
So real life.
Yeah.
So real life.
Caps is the currency in the game, and so I'm guessing a toilet paper is probably like a couple of caps, right? People are selling them for like 25,000, at its like higher end, or like 500, and people are actually like paying for it too. I guess just because it's funny, probably
Just
only
because you can.
Just because you can and because it's funny. So that's happening.
That's so. So is there anything? Is there like an event in game, or is it just people?
This is just.
People
Like
are just
Fallout
going with the
76, the
times.
community has started to run itself, which is a cool thing, and
I mean, that's the goal, right, for an online
I mean
game
that's
like
kind of
that?
what they wanted, yeah, and so that's kind of what's been happening is the community has started to have their own little mini virus, outbreak in the game where people are like locking up their camps and hoarding all these toilet paper and bartering this toilet paper. It's funny.
That's so ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Is there nothing better to do in that game?
Guess not.
Is that it? Is that the main thing to do?
Once you get bored of doing all the quests and the random fetch quests and all that stuff, I mean, the point of the game is basically just fucking around, and that's kind of like the main goal right now. But yeah, apparently it's never too early to joke about serious global issues when it comes to gaming.
Well, of course not.
Never too early.
Of course not.
So, in other news, well, actually not really in other news because a lot of the news we have stems from effects trickling down from the coronavirus or COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. Overwatch League matches for this week have been canceled due to a California lockdown. You know what California's lockdown?
No.
California
I thought
is lockdown.
the last thing I heard was that LA had a state of emergency. That's the last thing I was really.
The whole like state of California is like lockdown.
So like
they're
you
like
just can't go outside.
It's like nobody go anywhere for 40 hours or something like that. It's like
that's wild.
It's like nobody go anywhere. It's actually like it's actually like the strictest.
Do you get in trouble? Like, is there like a sentry guard that comes out? And
probably a lot of people like hanging around, or probably a lot of people like patrolling around and getting these people to stay in their homes, stuff like that. Maybe you'll get a fine. Maybe you'll be escorted back to your home.
You're gonna like take out your trash. Hey, what are you doing over there?
Hey, get the fuck back inside.
It's like
So yeah, dude. Well, California's on like a full lockdown. Apparently, it's the nation's strictest state lockdown.
And it's California,
that has,
which
ever
is,
happened.
like, ironic in itself.
Yeah, and I don't know, because California's population there's a bunch of people who have infected. I don't know if California is one of the states that's like has a high infection rate. I don't really know. I know we're like top 10.
We're up there. Well, because we have a lot of old people.
We have a lot of people here in general and stuff. And Florida's one of those states that people just like go to. So yeah, no more Overwatch League matches for this week. Because they're being held in California, and California is locked down. So you can't go out and go to a league match if you're locked in your house, can
you? Nope. No, you cannot.
But more Oh, he's talking about.
Accidentally
it's like
bought
my
Doom
finger
Eternal.
slipped. I accidentally bought Doom Eternal.
Nice advertising, baby.
I blame Top Hat.
This if you're just watching the stream, this is Solar Systems Battle Royale gameplay of COD Warzone, just to have something to watch.
Have some shit
Keep you guys
playing in
engaged.
the background. So yeah, our boys are. This is one of our boys playing the new Battle
Yeah,
Royale.
we're gonna start doing that, putting gameplay of
Just-
either what we're talking about or just in general
Just
up
in
there.
general, just throw it up there. Nice. But more Overwatch news. There was a new hero that was revealed yesterday. Her name is Echo.
Okay.
She's like some kind of. You seen Wall-E?
Yeah.
Eve, the
Eve.
white robot from Wall-E.
Mm-hmm.
She reminds me of that, but with like.
Is she a
But
robot?
with like with
okay.
like legs and arms and stuff. She's not like a little.
So she's
pod.
not human.
No, she's not
Okay.
human, but she's like a robot. But she's like, but it's kind of like that aesthetic. She's like very slick and futuristic looking, and she's like white with like blue all over and stuff.
Okay.
And
When was the last time you played Overwatch or jumped into Overwatch?
it's been a minute.
So if you were to jump in and be like, oh man,
It's
here we
been a
go.
hot minute. I'm pretty sure the last time I played, Deep Poodley was there, and I don't even know if he remembers the last time we played. It's been a fucking minute. But I might get back in and try this new character out. I did get back in to try out Baptiste, which was the last new character. So this guy or this character is actually a DPS. Which is interesting because a lot of people feel like there's enough DPS characters, which I also feel like there's ass loads of DPS characters.
Well, that's that's like the quarterback position. You
Yeah,
want to
so
be the
it's like
star.
because basically they've broken up the characters. They only have three classes, I guess. So they have DPS, tank, and support. And tank and supports are usually pretty lacking. There's only with tank and support, for the most part, there's only a couple of good picks for tank and support, and there's like those meta picks. And
So
stuff
basically,
from
everyone
rounds.
plays the same characters.
So everyone
and
ends
then-
up playing the same
that's
characters
boring.
most of the time. Every once in a while, you get somebody come in there who's like god tier on some support character that no one really plays anymore.
Yeah, but that's cool though. If I saw
Yeah.
that, I'd be like, all right, this
Yeah.
guy's good.
And same thing with tanks and stuff. Well, actually, I feel like all the tanks are usually pretty viable. I mean, I still only play like my tank, Reinhardt, because Reinhardt's the best tank. I don't care what you say.
Facts.
Facts. Reinhardt's the best tank. If you don't believe me, you're wrong. But anyway, so this new character is a DPS character. She's got crazy air mobility, which is interesting because there's already a character with air mobility, Farah. She's got a jetpack, flies around and shit.
Yeah, she looks like a Valkyrie.
She
pretty much.
shoots rockets and stuff. That's kind of like her aesthetic. But this one, she can jump really high. I'm not really sure with the gameplay. She just kind of shot up vertically like crazy. And then you can her passive ability lets you hold the jump button and you can glide. Because everyone's got a passive ability, so she can glide around as she falls.
So she falls with style, basically.
Yeah, so she falls very slowly and she can shoot, providing support from the air. She's got some pretty high damaging moves. All of her moves are super high damage. But what I thought was the coolest thing was that her ultimate ability lets her mimic another character.
Oh.
So
Okay.
if she's getting worked on by another character, and she sees a tank in the background, like a Reinhardt in the background, she could target that Reinhardt and turn into him.
Oh,
And
so it's not
and
like she
you'll-
takes the ability; she copies herself.
She copies herself. She
Okay.
becomes a Reinhardt temporarily, and so she can use all of Reinhardt's abilities, she can
What?
shield and stuff like that, and she has an increased health
Can
because
she use his alt?
I don't know.
That'd be
I
wild.
don't think so. I think that
Just alt.
I think when you alt and you become somebody, I think it's a limited time thing. You have a minute or whatever
Okay.
where you can.
That'd be pretty
you're this
broken if
character. Yeah.
you just stay there until you die. It's
You
like
just
what?
stay there until you die and just become any other character. Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. So she can become another character, and she can use their abilities and stuff, and she gets their armor and health that they have. So
Okay.
she has a health pool of 200. Reinhardt has a health pool of 500, and so if she's in a stick situation, she can turn to Reinhardt, and then boom, now she's got way more health. And so really cool. I plan on kind of getting into to try it out.
Do you feel like that's
I do have
lazy?
to reinstall Overwatch though.
Do you feel like that's lazy to have a character that copies other characters?
Not really. I think that not really. I feel like it's I feel like it's something that can really like kind of change the meta, you know? It's just something that kind of throws a wrench into the current meta, and you can change, and it changes how the game is played, you know? Different strategies, stuff, the game evolves. So I don't really think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think that's necessarily lazy. I think that's pretty cool. But I can see why, you know, you might like gravitate towards that, because you're just like, oh, you're just giving her the ability to turn into another character, like what the fuck. But
I guess if it's
cool.
done well, then it's okay.
And besides that, her other abilities and stuff, I mean, she's pretty cool. I don't know if there's any specific role that she can fulfill that any other character can't fulfill, but that's kind of how it is with like all DPS, in my opinion. Like, you can just swap out any DPS for any other DPS. It just depends what you're good with.
Okay. I mean...
But anyways, so that's the new Overwatch character. Pretty cool. Oh, you want to talk about the GameStop?
Oh, yeah. Ridiculous crap about GameStop.
Yeah.
So GameStop was in the news for something good last time, right? Last week? It was last week.
Yeah,
right?
it was about Reggie, yeah.
Wow, so things have turned. So last week, you know, GameStop was in the headlines for good news. This week it is the super opposite of that. So GameStop says that they are essential retail, and that gives them the ability to not close during this coronavirus epidemic or COVID-19 epidemic, whichever you want to say. Because most stores have been closed if they're not essential. So essential would be like grocery stores, like
gas stations.
gas stations, stuff you literally need to get to live, most likely.
Right.
GameStop ain't one of those things.
That's an opinion.
So... I don't know about that, but so GameStop has said, it's like, listen, we're improving our sanitary conditions in our store. We're giving our employees more like cleaning supplies to make sure the store is good, all disinfected. Numerous GameStop managers have come out and said this is a lie and bullcrap. They have not received any of these things. Cleaning supplies have not gone up, and they're pretty nervous about getting sick because the traffic in GameStops has been going up because people are going to get games to go stay inside and play them. I guess,
in one hand, I can see why GameStop would want to do this because...
They're getting business.
You're going to get more business because everyone's going to stay at home and play games. So, yeah, but on one hand, you know, or on the other hand, that's unethical because you have these people...
Super unethical.
Who you really shouldn't be encouraging people to meet up at GameStop. And I did see, like, some of the, you know, the guidelines that GameStop corporate threw out, and just like, yeah, you know, we're like you said, upping cleaning supplies and stuff. They're not allowing more than 10 people in the store at a time, which I think would, you know, I don't know if they actually been enforcing that.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? Oh, so there's a line of people outside? How does that help? How does that any better?
It's just line people outside, I guess. I don't know. It's just like only 10 people in, and just like, no, you got to go, bud. You got to wait till someone comes out. Like, I don't know. I don't know. So there's, yeah. And there's that. There's cleaning supplies, and they wanted to encourage, but this is the one that got me, because it's like they wanted to encourage a 6-foot parameter between people in the store.
What?
GameStops are not that big, like on the inside.
No.
So like a 6-foot parameter is like you'll have people like standing at the corners and at the centers of all the store and stuff, like in like a grid pattern, and like no one's able to move because a 6-foot parameter. Like
everyone has to move at the same time.
I don't think. Yeah, everyone has to just like rotate uniformly. I don't see how that's actually enforceable. I don't know. So this whole thing kind of sounds like bullcrap. And,
yeah, it does.
Can you just decide if you're essential?
I don't think so.
It sounds like GameStop is just like, no, we're essential. We're staying open. It's like, is that up to the GameStop? I'm pretty sure that's up to like, you know, the state.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the state has a little bit more power over that.
I feel like the state or federal government would be like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Shut up. No.
They just come down, freaking curb stomp them. It's like, listen.
It's like, you guys are closing tomorrow. So
that's wild. Yeah, and then GameStop, because of this, there's like, oh, we're going to sell Doom Eternal earlier. It's like, that's not helping the problem.
Yeah,
like,
just like, everyone
people will
come
just go
here.
Get it. Like,
yeah. Everyone buy digitally right now. Be safe.
Yeah, just don't
Just
don't
buy,
take any chances.
Just either buy digitally or don't buy a physical copy.
There are
for a
sales
while.
going on right now on
There
PSN.
are sales going on. That's true.
A little bit in bad
So
taste,
yeah, there's
but-
GameStop being in the news again, doing GameStop things. I wonder if what the Reginator thinks of saying things to this.
He's probably sitting there and it's like, dude.
I wonder if he
Come
like
on, dude.
okayed it, or I mean I don't know if that's even his. I mean he's on the board, so I guess he doesn't really make those specific decisions. But he might, their next meeting, he's just gonna go in there and just be like, "Hey guys, so what the fuck?"
This is really hurting the reputation. I mean, the reputation's already crap.
I mean,
but,
yeah, everyone knows like, oh, it's GameStop. They take your game and give you a dime and sell it for $50.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens in the future with GameStop.
Yeah,
They'll probably close next week.
probably.
But moving on to some other news here. This is what I should have taken capture footage of, but I did not.
What? Resident Evil?
The Resident Evil 3 demo is.
Did you play it?
What? I did not play it, but I should have played it and captured footage of it. But it
Good.
released on March 19th, which was yesterday.
Cool.
For all platforms, so very, very cool. I don't know if they will do the same thing they did with the RE2 remake, which was the demo was only 30 minutes long, which I kind of like. I kind of like that because you get in there and you're like, all right,
It's like
I
you
have
can
to...
play the game, but you have 30 minutes.
Yes,
right?
you have 30 minutes. That is it.
But you can access everything.
Yeah, you can do everything from where you are in that area.
Right.
So you can do whatever you want, but
But
you got 30 minutes.
Anything you can do in that 30 minutes time.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're doing that again with this one. I will be playing this weekend because I did play... Whoa. Okay, sorry. I don't know what that is. Whoa. Our screen just went down. That might have been the GoPro.
Did the GoPro die?
I don't know.
Does it need to be charged?
I don't know.
Are we?
Oh, we're flashing.
Are we dead right now?
We're flashing. I think you guys can still hear us, though.
Hey, if you're in the chat, let us know what you see right now.
Yeah, see and hear.
If you see or hear anything, or I guess if you don't hear anything, then I guess you won't respond. Does it need to be plugged in or something?
No, it's on.
It's plugged in there.
Man.
What in the Sam hell?
I'm gonna turn the power.
Oh, dude, he does have take that. I need one of those. The HDMI to USB convert. Is that
Oh, there's some technical difficulties here. I guess we'll, I don't know, I guess I'll just keep talking about Resident Evil 3, though.
What the fuck is going on here, man?
I'm going to try and switch to the other card, but basically, yeah, so the demo's out now. Definitely grab it. I'm going to be grabbing it on PlayStation, personally, because that's where I played it.
Cool.
So we're going to try and figure this out a little bit here.
You're like...
What?
Okay. So it's definitely the GoPro.
It's definitely the GoPro. Okay, I
on?
guess JD will tell you about the news as I figure this out.
Okay. So we're gonna try and see if we can get visual back for all you podcast.
At least you got some
listeners.
gameplay to watch.
Not like anything's really happening. So podcast listeners, you're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
But we just had technical difficulties. For some reason, our faces are not present anymore. I think it's because the GoPro died or something.
Yeah, I'm not very sure.
So
Let's go back to podcast.
I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Still talk about the news.
Nope.
more effects from COVID-19. Sakurai, the main man over at Nintendo, says Smash Bros. DLC will be delayed due to the COVID-19 virus. All right, now you've crossed the line. COVID-19, you've crossed the line.
COVID-19.
It's over. You're done. Pack it up. Go home because you're gonna mess with my Smash Bros. We're going to have issues. So, there's that. Some orders for the physical version of Final Fantasy VII Remake on Amazon are delayed due to Amazon's new policy regarding the COVID-19 virus. For those of you who don't know, Amazon's new policy is basically prioritizing essential goods, and the new Final Fantasy 4 or 7 is not an essential good. That is debatable, but that's what Amazon thinks, even though they're wrong.
I mean, they do have a good point, I would say.
no, that is debatable. No, that's debatable. So, no Final Fantasy VII. You guys might have to wait a little bit longer for it. You can thank coronavirus for that. Moving on, Riot Games is boosting their server capacity in the wake of the COVID-19 virus, probably because a bunch of people are going to be staying at home and playing League and stuff. Yeah. So since a bunch of people are going to stay at home and playing League, you're going to need you're going to need to boost that server capacity. So that's what they're doing right now. And also, just a trickle down news from the virus. Steam has reported that their new highest record in history of concurrent players was at 20 million. Probably.
Damn, that's
look,
a lot.
You can see me. So yeah, I can sit up now. I don't look like a slob anymore. So yeah, that's actually pretty funny. I mean, it's not ha funny, but it's interesting because
it's not ha-ha
it's
funny.
not ha funny, you know. Because it's a horrible virus and it's affecting a lot of people's lives and stuff. And a lot of people's lives are being destroyed. But Steam has reported this new high record because everyone's staying at home, quarantined, playing Steam games.
Okay.
So now you can actually go in and play and finally clear out that Steam library that
backlog, baby.
that backlog you haven't been dealing with. You know who you are.
Me.
Yeah. Basically everybody on
Frozen.
Steam, like, oh, I'm going to go through and what the fuck?
Man.
Basically everybody on Steam, they're just like, yeah, I'll buy this. I'll play it sometime. Never plays it. So, go ahead and clear out those Steam
We're
libraries.
having a lot of technical issues right now.
We just lost
I think
complete visual, folks. We're dark.
going dark.
Going dark.
Just like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
All right. Continue on, I guess.
Okay, well,
Most of you listen to the show
little,
anyway.
the little
so.
thing says that you can hear me. So, I'm going to assume that you can still hear me, and I'm moving on.
Let's go.
Coming up to upcoming releases and deals that we have found or we think are notable or worth a damn. Half-Life Alyx releases on
The 23rd.
March 23rd, while Persona 5 Royale releases on March 31st. Persona 5 Royale, that's the standalone thing, or that's the update to Persona 5? Do you
That's
know?
like
This is like the huge DLC to Persona 5?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
This is like basically...
It has a 96 on Metacritic right now.
Holy
That's
shit.
unbelievable.
Dude, Persona 5 is such an immensely popular and well-received game. It's crazy that I have no interest in playing it.
I have literally no interest in playing it either. I really don't want to pour 150 hours
let's not
into
say
this game.
I have no interest in playing it. I do have interest in playing it, but do I want to sink 300 to 400 hours into just completing the game just in time for a new DLC to come out?
All right.
To add another 300 hours into it? No.
No.
Dude, this game is literally so long, it'll make Skyrim blush. Because I've met so many people who are like, oh yeah, dude, I put 1,000 hours in Skyrim. That's child's play for Persona 5. That's the standard for Persona 5. Like, you need that much to complete the game. We're not talking about like 6 playthroughs, trying out all these different builds in Skyrim. This is like that's what you need to actually beat the game. It's insanely long. So there's that. Predator Hunting Grounds What?
Trial?
Trial.
Yeah.
You put trail.
Oh, whoops.
I was like, Predator Hunting Grounds Trial Weekend starts the 27th for PC and PlayStation 4. So go ahead and try it out. So that's the game where like you have a bunch of people that play as like these Marines, and you have one person to play as the Predator, right? And it's kind of like set in like a jungle and stuff. I mean, if you've seen Predator, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff, then you know what it is, and I shouldn't have to explain it to you. But that's what's happening. So if that interests you, try it out. It sounds like a really cool like multiplayer game to play. I'm gonna.
And we're back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you now.
Okay.
My bad.
Working out the kinks. Our main tech guy's not here.
Man, this is
So we're still
unfortunate.
figuring this out.
This is so unfortunate.
Lost
for me.
audio now.
Lost audio? How about now? Still nothing?
Yeah, do you got any wait, how's he on FPS Guide?
I don't know.
I guess we have multiple sign-ins on FPS Guide right
Yes.
now. They can hear us now. Okay.
Okay.
Still figuring it out. Let's see. this was actually pretty interesting. There's a Google discount for the Premier Edition of Stadia. This is the first time the Stadia has been discounted since it's been released. It was $130. Now it's $99. And the sale came out because of Doom. It was to celebrate the release of Doom Eternal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was to celebrate the release of Doom
cool.
Eternal. And so now, if you have been looking at getting Stadia, but you didn't want to shovel out $130, you can save $30, and you can get it right now for $99.
Man, how do I...
But this deal is only today. This deal is only till the end of the day today, so you have until 11:59 p.m. tonight to actually get this deal with Google Stadia. So if that interests you, go ahead and pick it up like right meow. But after the
Literally
podcast,
right now.
After the podcast. Moving on to the rumors, we have a couple little rumors that we found. A new Spyro game. Actually.
Really? I did not see this.
A brand new,
rumor.
not a remake of an old Spyro game, like a new standalone Spyro title. Could be in the works, according to a notable leaker, the Gaming Revolution, on Twitter. This guy is apparently...
I've heard of that guy.
He's been right about a lot of things in the past, and he did not give any information on it whatsoever. He literally just put on this one on the Twitter, new Spyro game coming. Like, okay.
New Spyro game coming. Thanks, man.
Okay, so we're just going to take that and run with it. Sony is looking to acquire the rights to Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, and Castlevania from Konami.
Whoa.
So this is pretty cool.
That's huge.
Because if Sony owns the rights and they can get one of their many first-party studios to be like, hey, you guys want to be the new team behind Resident Evil? And not Resident, or Silent Hill? And what gaming development team wouldn't want that?
Oh
right?
my god!
Because
let's go to Kojima, dude.
I mean,
if they get
because
it.
Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid, and Castlevania. Those are all classic franchises. And I would be really interested to get a new Castlevania or a new Silent Hill.
Oh my god, dude! Can you? Okay, so this is my theory, all right? So Sony, let's say hypothetically, Sony buys these 3 IPs, right?
Okay.
These IPs are like freaking huge, by the way,
I mean,
in the
yeah.
video game world. So let's say they get them, right?
Okay.
Which developers would they give them to? They would obviously give Silent Hill and Metal Gear to Kojima, because, I mean, why wouldn't you do that? It's his properties. I think they would give Castlevania to FromSoft, because they...
Is FromSoft a Sony first
No,
party?
but they partnered with them to make Bloodborne.
Okay.
So they already have a good relationship.
They do have their relationship.
So, can you imagine a Castlevania From Software game?
Or...
Holy crap.
Or they could have, God, what are they called? Who did Spider-Man and the Crash Bandicoot remakes and stuff?
Spider-Man and the Crash Bandicoot remakes?
Avalanche? No.
Spyro? It's the Spyro remakes?
Or Spyro remake. Who did the new Spider-Man? Insomniac, that's what it is. Or Insomniac games. Because, I mean, the last Castlevania was, like, a huge, like, third-person, third-person 3D, like, adventure game with, like, universal puzzles and verticality and stuff like that.
I didn't play that.
Oh, they're super cool.
I don't know.
Super cool. If you can play Castlevania Lord of the Shadows.
Is it good?
Yeah, I think it's called Lord of the Shadows. Yeah, it's super cool. It's very God of War-y.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like old God of War?
Like older God of War, yeah. It's
Okay.
very God of War-like, because, like, you're going through the game, and, I mean, it's Castlevania, so you get new abilities and new weapons and stuff like that.
True.
That lets you go back to different areas, but, you know, like the old God of War, where you give you new weapons that you can play with, and then you can, like, you know, upgrade those weapons, or there's a skill tree and stuff like that, so you can focus on skills.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. I would highly recommend trying those games out. There's Castlevania Lord of the Shadows, and I think Castlevania Lord of the Shadows 2, or Lords of the Shadow, whatever.
Whatever.
One of those is plural. Super fun, and they're probably mad cheap because it came out like 10 years ago. And yeah, so that is pretty exciting new news. Not super exciting for Xbox people, because, I mean, if Sony gets a hand on these titles, then you won't.
Yeah, you won't see them.
You won't see them.
Exciting for us, though.
Unfortunately, yeah. Rumors are that Spider-Man 2 will add Queens, Brooklyn, Carnage, Venom, Mysterio, we'll add Queens and Brooklyn for new areas.
That's cool.
And then they'll add in characters Carnage, Mysterio, Venom, and they'll add in new swinging mechanics and returning some player characters like Miles Morales. So this is the Spider-Man, the
one that Insomniac did.
The one that Insomniac did.
This would be the sequel to
this
that
is Spider-Man
one.
2. Okay, so this would be the sequel to it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So
which is exciting.
Which would be exciting. I mean, it did super well, and it was honestly a very well done game. So don't fix what's not broken. Just add features to it. That's how you make a. That's how you make a good sequel. You know, just like don't fix what's not broken. Don't touch it. It works fine. Just polish it and add in more features and more things you can do. And that's kind of the way it works. I mean, remember that's what Halo was. You know, Halo was just like. I mean, Halo 1 was like, all right, we got this formula. It works perfectly. What do you guys?
Okay. All right, we're back. Sorry. My bad.
Buttons.
I hit the wrong button.
He keeps hitting buttons.
I'm trying to fix the thing.
So yeah, new Spider-Man 2 game is gonna be adding some cool stuff, and that's honestly how you should be doing sequels, in my opinion. Don't make sequels and like try to revamp. We're trying something new and just try and redo everything that was successful in the first one. Like, no, it's not necessarily a good idea.
Yeah, unless you're rebooting something, kind of how God of War did it, where they rebooted it.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Eventually it gets stale. I understand that. Like God of War 3, they were just like, okay, this probably had its run. It's getting a little stale. Let's try something different. No, Call of Duty got a little stale. Had to try something different. Or it got very stale. Had to try something different. So that's how I think sequels should be done. You should basically just add features, add new things that you can do. Don't fix what's not broken, and continue it until it gets stale, and then look at rebooting. It's probably the best way.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I like that strategy.
As far as other news goes, I think that about wraps it up, though.
Yeah, I haven't really seen anything past that.
Don't really have anything else.
We apologize for the technical difficulties today.
We're figuring it out.
Steve's probably laughing at home, but
yeah.
We tried. I tried.
We tried.
You did trying to get it, but podcast listeners were pretty much unaffected because unless they heard our like weird stops of like silence, being like, wow, are they still
right?
They still there? But
so
still here.
Next week and for the foreseeable future, we will not be doing the podcast in this little studio, I guess you would like to call it.
Oh no, we'll still do it live.
We'll still do it live. It just we won't have like the cool the backgrounds, green screen and stuff like that.
I could probably figure out a way to put like gameplay in like a
if we can just have like our faces, you know, in one place, and then or maybe like down at the bottom, and then like at the top you can have like a screen that you can actually like put things on, like gameplay streams.
Yeah, we'll
or look up
I'll work with it over the weekend and see what's up.
But the plan is for next week is we will be doing stuff from home because we're going to start
working from home.
We'll start self-quarantining, all that good stuff, and we're going to be doing all this stuff via webcam and stuff, basically. So probably see a little.
It's a hot episode.
You'll probably see a little drop in quality as far as as far as visuals go, because I don't have a very nice GoPro at home.
No, I don't have a nice GoPro either.
My laptop camera is actually very good.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
It's actually very good.
So
I might see a little drop in quality there, but as far as everything else goes, we're still gonna try and do it. So
this virus can't stop us from the news.
Yeah.
Except
as long as I'm
everything down.
As long as I'm not deathly ill, I just knocked on wood there. As long as I'm not deathly ill, then I'm definitely we're definitely gonna do it. So alrighty then.
Look forward to a new format for a little bit.
Well then, get ready to do the outro. Thank you for stopping by. As always, folks, listeners, we stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/FPS Guides. Remember to smash them like, subscribe, and follow buttons. All the buttons, just not the unsubscribe or unfollow buttons. Those buttons will give you COVID-19.
It's proven.
It's
by not
gonna
us.
happen. That's actually how the outbreak happened. Some dude in China was like subscribed to us, and he was like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna subscribe anymore." And then boom.
Boom. Bad
Right.
suit.
Maybe that was a bad joke.
Untasteful.
Probably not.
It's not like we're monetized anyway.
Probably
so.
not the most tasteful joke that I've done, but definitely won't be the least tasteful. I'll tell you that much. So, anyways, folks, you can check out all of our content currently on Apple iTunes Podcast, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Alexa, and most importantly, our beautiful website, fpsguides.com.
What you see right now.
What you see up there right now. That was all done by our in-house web designer / software extraordinaire, Sig.
It's not me.
Yeah.
Not me.
He's the backup guy. So anyways, check those out. Also check out our Discord. Link is in the description on Twitch. We'll probably be on Discord more during the day now because we're going to be at home working remotely, and if we need to talk to each other like at the office, we'll probably be using like Skype or Discord or something like that because it's just easy to use.
Discord's so much better.
And I finally got everybody in the office to get in the fucking Discord. I don't know what took them so long. It's almost like I told them that Discord was amazing and they didn't believe me, but then they got into Discord. They're like, "Oh wow, this is really cool." Like, yeah.
Oh jeez.
It's almost like I knew what I was talking about. So yeah, go on to Discord. Links in the description on Twitch.
And YouTube.
And on YouTube, we think. So go and chat, talk to us, play games with us, or just look at our hashtag memes are us section. Because we have literally probably 200 memes or some crap in there because we add stuff in there constantly, and they're fire. They're
a lot of them are really good.
They're absolute fuego. So absolutely try it out, and just you don't even have to talk to us. Just go in there. We'll let you come in our Discord to look at memes. That's fine. Anyways, don't forget to tell your friends about us, people. Never be shy to provide feedback. The more people that we have giving us feedback and the more people we have following and subscribing and stuff, the more we can do this full time as our jobs.
That'd be great.
Right now we have other jobs,
Doing what you love.
We pay for
that's
things.
a myth.
That would be cool. But anyways, that's all I got. Remember to wash your fucking hands. Don't touch your face.
Go play some Doom.
And play some video games because, if you're not working right now, you probably got nothing else really better.
Yeah, I don't really know what else. You could read a book, but who wants to do that?
Yeah,
Books suck.
It's lame,
so.
yeah. So, yeah, books suck. Yeah. Don't read, folks. You heard it here at FPS
Stop
Guides.
reading.
We have a campaign to stop reading. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Be safe. Don't die. And play games.
All right, see you later, everybody. Be safe.